Hello, everyone. Welcome to another college visit from your Mission Vista counseling team. Today, we're going to be talking to the University of Arizona. How is life at the University of Arizona? Watch and find out. Enjoy.
The resources that we had in person are all being switched to virtual formats, and they're all there for you in some way, shape, or form, like our tutoring services, getting your essays edited, our professional services for interviews and everything. So I've had a great transition. I've honestly enjoyed it. I get to stay in my room that I've set up so nicely. So I've been pretty comfortable.
Like Vanessa said, all throughout since freshman year, I had the ability to take online classes too. But when I first came to University of Arizona, I was like, "What are online classes?" And they can be very tricky at first. But over the time, I've gotten to adjust to them, and they are honestly not that bad once you get used to them. And as I've gone through like my core classes through Eller, some classes will already be a live online class or just an online class, so you wouldn't have to go in already. And so I was already used to that too. And from the transition from in person to online, it was really weird at first, just always being in front of a camera and just having to figure out the technical difficulties with Zoom and things like that. But the teachers, like Vanessa said, the teachers are literally doing 102% to go out of their way. Everyone is being so inviting and energetic in class, trying to make us stay awake. They are doing little things to make us interact with each other in class, which is really nice. And to keep myself organized, like Vanessa said, ever since I can remember, since middle school, I always put down every single assignment, test, any activity I need to do in my agenda for at the beginning of the semester, so I know what I'm doing. I use iCalendar, I use Google Calendar. Like you said, it literally is my lifeline. I check Gmail, Outlook calendar all the time before even my text, like 24/7. And so those are some of the ways that I keep myself organized.
I also was able to take online classes since my freshman year, but I'm someone who did not like taking online classes. I took it my freshman year and I was like, never again, never doing an online class again. And then obviously this happened and I had to. Um, and so I think what's been really helpful for me to make that transition so I can still do my schoolwork is, well, Google Calendar, like everyone's saying. But another thing that's been super helpful for me is that in a lot of my classes, we've created group chats and kind of study groups. And so on top of there being your Google Calendar, if you even like forget to put something in your Google Calendar, you forget about a homework assignment or something, these chats are usually here. We're usually helping to remind each other of things that are going on, helping each other with questions if maybe we can't make it to the virtual office hours. And so I think that's really nice, and that's one of the best ways I've been able to transition through my classes as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. So our next question is about majors. So if you could share, like, what is your favorite thing about your major or college or program here at the university?
So my major is within the Eller College of Management, and I truly am so glad that I stuck with the major that I have. It's everyone calls like when in going in person classes, everyone calls Eller Island. It's like a little high school. We even have lockers inside of the building, and so I'm just really grateful that Eller is such an inviting community. All the professors and teachers and faculty advisors are so nice, and they are very supportive. They're there to help you. You will find out that one of your professors that you have within an Eller class will be your professor for the next year and the next year, and you build that connection with them, and it's honestly the greatest thing. And within Eller, they honestly have so many opportunities within or clubs, organizations, Green Life organizations too, within like business fraternities and stuff like that. And I'm just really grateful enough to be able to be in Eller and being one of the top ranked business schools in the public universities all around the country. And so that's just some of the reasons why I'm grateful for Eller.
So I'm in the College of Fine Arts, and we don't have a cool name like Eller, but we're super fun regardless. So again, my major is film and television. I actually did start as a pre-business major, And opposite to Juddy, I'm very happy I switched out because that was just not my speed. I totally applaud all my friends in business, however. There's a reason why I can't do it like they can. So I'm in the College of Fine Arts. Film and television was always what I wanted to do. And the best thing about my major and also the College of Fine Arts in general is the hands-on experience that we are kind of required to have, not only within our classes, but between things like requiring an internship credit to graduate. That was really stressing me out for a little bit, especially because all those internships are usually in Los Angeles and New York City, and obviously those aren't the best places to be right now. But a lot of them went remote, and that was a great option for a lot of us. And it also just means we're not being thrown into the world without any firsthand experience in the entertainment industry, which is very, very nice. And then a lot of our classes provide things like editing workshops or how to be a director, how to be an assistant producer. I'm working on a student short film right now because of one of my classes, and no, I don't get paid for it, but I do get a grade. So hopefully that'll be a great thing for my GPA there. And also the fact that we're a big network of different creatives. So the film and television program will work with the theater program, hiring them and casting them for their films, or we'll use the School of Music to create an original score, or we'll be the ones like setting up the theater productions and setting up the stage and doing the costuming and things like that. So we all really help and work together, and they always find ways to get us connected. But yeah, I've had a great time. I love my major so much.
So I'm studying neuroscience and cognitive science, and I'm in the College of Science. And the College of Science itself is huge. There's a lot of people in the College of Science. So I'm going to talk more about my major. But so the neuroscience and cognitive science program at U of A is actually pretty unique in that we also actually talk about the cognitive science part. So something that I really like is that it helps to give us kind of a micro view and then also a macro view. So we are able to connect everything to the bigger picture of what we see every day and like our actions and stuff. But then another thing is just my advisors for my major are literally amazing. They email us almost every month for mental health checks. They're always checking up on our enrollment and whether we're on track. They host events, I think about once a month for my major. And so they really help to create a really nice community, and that's super nice.
Great, thank you so much for sharing. So we are pretty much out of time, a little bit over time, but I wanted to share my screen really quick and give you all our contact information. Whoops. One more time. All right, thumbs up from my student recruiters if you can see this slide. Excellent. So if we didn't get to one of your questions today, you can always shoot us an email at admissions@arizona.edu. If you'd also like to get connected with a current student, you can actually sign up for one-on-one virtual appointments. So if you go to this link, and I'll just drop it into the chat really quick, you can sign up for video chats or phone calls. Or if you'd like to get connected with a specific student, maybe that's from California or majoring in a particular field, you can always reach out to that admissions email, or you can reach out to me at my email, which is fitzpatrick@arizona.edu, which I've also thrown into the chat. So thank you to our panelists for joining today, and thank you for our attendees. We hope you have a great rest of your day, and bear down.